battle.
Still they persist.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
We'll handle it post-haste. You were too weak for this fight.
Just waiting.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Let's give it a go. Leave some for the rest of us.
Not looking good for you.
I am impressed.
Nice move, bub. Dibs on the ugly one.
For the mother.
We will not down.
Defiler.
She bolsters our numbers.
Prize.
Business as usual.
This should aid me in my fight. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Watch and learn, my friend.
Now that was something.
It's about
That's the spirit.
Hope you're ready.
Mother said you would be delicious. Are endless.
Sure about that? Must be my lucky day.
This shall be of great help. It's the least I can do.
Bad luck for you.
Interesting tactic.
Your fate is sealed.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Falter.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. Your time has come. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
You had my complete confidence. This one won't bother us again. This won't end well. Let me me show you your way.
Promised blood is here.
You're not the first to try that.
I'm in worse shape than I care to admit.
Now it's my turn.
Impressive.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
What's shaking, Bacon? We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change. Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. We have no big threats on the horizon, so today we're going to retool some of our gear.
No big threats? What about Lilith?
Shop class deals with known quantities. Lilith alters fundamental scientific principles just by existing. She's way out of our league. Besides, we have a ton of ideas in the backlog for these personal prototypes. It all depends on the components at hand. Did you bring the components?
No.
Sure, I get it. I have a hard time tracking them down too. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
We should get started.
You know what? It's just easier if I show you.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
I guess you are in charge now.
I didn't want this.
That is not what I saw.
I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
I just wanted to say I appreciate you leaning on me out there in the field, but I feel you deserve fair warning. Associating with me too much can be hazardous to your health.
Hazardous? What do you mean?
I mean Sabretooth. He's killed everyone I've ever been close to. Girlfriends, co-workers, casual pals. He even killed my mail carrier.
I am not too worried about Sabretooth, seeing as how I died once at the hands of my own mother.
Sabretooth's a cold-blooded killer.
My mother is a demonic goddess.
Okay, you win. Nothing scares me much these days, except getting close to people. Because when I get close to someone, bad things tend to happen to them. So, I guess what I'm saying is, thanks for being a pal. And watch your back. We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I've seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
That does not sound good at all.
What, the claws popping out? That's been happening ever since I could grow a beard. The adamantium came much later.
Someone had to coat them.
Bingo. Now that hurt. Doctor fused the material all over my skeleton, made my claws into weapons, turned me into something less human.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Well, they got what they deserved, and now I've got shiny bones. Gotta see the silver lining. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated them.
I have something for you.
A perfect grade model robot.
Components for shop class.
Be honest, have I traveled back in time?
No, you sent me a message.
Right. I set those up before the last meeting. And you got one.
So, what should I do with these components?
I can take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you hand them over, I can get Tony and Robbie talking again.
And if not?
I'll give them all back. Deal?
Agreed.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
wanted it, you got it.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself, but I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
Boss.
Ha, no problem.
Thanks, Hunter.
Better than nothing.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky. Fascinating. We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
Until next time.
Bad guys better start running.
I'm here if you need me.
You're looking stronger than ever.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
I still say we should. Practice makes perfect.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. This is some of my best work.
Farewell.
Hydra is still intent on detonating these rift charges wherever they can. Consequences be damned.
Sure I can't change your mind?
Just focus on destroying the charges. Hydra has enough warm bodies to overwhelm you eventually.
We'll figure it out. This.
I am impressed. Now that was something.
Ready up.
We grow weak.
It's the least I
You have my thanks. We'll make this quick.
Sometimes the legends are true.
Is at hand.
You will obey.
I'll walk it off.
Must bleed to restore our strength.
Don't worry, I can take it. You should have known better.
She bolsters our numbers.
I can feel her corruption spreading.
Let's try this.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Interesting.
That's one charge down, but you're not out of the woods yet.
That will heal all. Embrace your end!
I'm going to get you for that.
I will not be defeated!
They need healing. Not all that interested in anyone else.
A pathetic attempt at intimidation. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. It's all coming back to me. They do not stand a chance.
You're just as good as everyone says, Hunter.
Too weak.
is no different from yours.
Really want me out of the picture.
She will sustain us. We smell more than children.
Interest. Sheer numbers will not save you now. The advantage is mine. The power of the light. Their time is short. Your mother abandoned you. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Feel my power.
Ready for round 2.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Another Hydra operation foiled. I'll never get tired of hearing that.
I suspect you could turn anything deadly.
It's been a long time since I've heard such nice things about me. Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
See you there.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
This George Washington reminds me of you.
You'd better not say it's the hair.
No, you keep counsel at Central. Once you make up your mind, you assign missions to the rest of us.
Huh. Leads like George Washington. I'll take it. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You calling it?
Yeah, I am done.
Later then.
Was this bowl always here? Well, this looks like it belongs here. It seems my offering was accepted. Set revels in his blessing. Set is in good humor today. Fascinating.
Anything I can do to stop Lilith is the right thing.
Ready to fight some crime?
There are few who can endure what you have and still remain standing.
I'm not completely healed yet, but this is helping.
We aimed high and we hit our marks.